So I was thinking about it for a little bit while I was pre-rendering this video, and I was like, you know what? Me, my opponent, and a Team Rocket Grunt actually have a lot in common, you know. Me and a Rocket Grunt, we don't really have a very expansive wardrobe. I mean, mainly because I save the good shirts for you guys. I mean, yeah, I kind of do that. Me and my opponent and a Rocket Grunt, rather, they're up to shady shit, you know, whenever you see them. And the thing that me and my opponent had in common is we had a battle against each other. So as you might be able to tell, it's against FamousPoke, it's up in the title. And we had some shady shit go on in this game. And NBZ was there, and I think he might be uploading the game he had against FamousPoke as well. But we'll go ahead and play it back right now, and I'll go ahead and well, not right now. I will describe what goes on once I play it back. Right now. Okay, so I said I wanted a UU game. He was like, fine, I'm not really noticing anything out of the ordinary, you know, Fire, Water, Grass, Arcanine, Suicune, Roserade, and then, you know, just a bunch of other things. I kind of got some new stuff I want to bring too. I've kind of, you know, gone along the same lines. I'm just kind of going out of the realm of the Pokemon that I normally use in that tier. You know, an Azumarill is not something I normally use. But there was something that was a little bit suspicious to me about his lead Mew, and I did lead with Eon Mega, so I was like, you know what, I can protect, and I can start hitting stuff, and I also did not use custom background because if Sawsbuck's present, I don't use it because Nature Power fucks up when it records. Anyway, he leads with the Mew, I lead with Eon Mega. Now, suspiciously, right off the bat, okay, you know, I don't really expect lead Mew to be that fast, but you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that. It's unconventional at this point. But the fact that he outspeeds me and takes a modest Eon Mega's Bug Buzz is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I do get the speed boost afterwards, so it's kind of, you know, a moot point kind of thing, and I will be able to take him out or, you know, hurt his next thing with a Giga Drain. I just did it, you know, just to get the health back for no fucking reason whatsoever. But I just deem that very suspicious. I mean, we did a calc, and it looked like he would have lived with 14 health. That doesn't look like 14 health to me, if you ask me. If you want to, you know, make a full screen and, you know, pass judgment on me, fine. Okay, here's the other suspicious thing. When I go for an Air Slash, the damage that it does is minuscule at best. That is stab, that is modest, that is life orb. I even went and ran the calc on the Silverlight page. I would have plugged it under the HP gauge, which is going to be somewhere right there. I would have put it, but the damage calculator is damn right now. But it said that it would do like 30 to 40% if he was max HP and max spec defense. I was like, okay, that's kind of a weird build of Arcanine. Not really a lot of people run that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one too. So I go into my Chandelure right now. I know he's not going to want to stay in, mainly because he can't really do anything. The best thing he can do is Wild Charge, and I can hit him with a Shadow Ball before that. But he goes into Suicune. I kind of thought he was going to switch out, not necessarily to this, but because Suicune is bulky, you know, has a lot of HP, I can Paint Split and get back the HP that I lost from coming in on the rocks. And I also get to scout out one move on his set, depending on what he wants to do. He goes for Scald, so I'm like, okay, he's probably a Calm Mind, Scald, and then two other moves. That's all I can really deduce right here. I don't know yet. But I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball, and that does a disappointingly low amount. I'm like, what? I know Life Orb pokes, and I know damage they do. And on conventional sets, that is a little low, if you ask me. But, you know, his Scald, I did not really expect to live. Well, I kind of did, but not with that much health, or that little. Rather, if he was a more defensive Coon. So it's like he has the offensive and the defensive. What's going on here? So anyway, I die from Life Orb Recoil, no big thing there. And I bring in my Azumarill because I'm like, you know what, if it's slower than me, I can Waterfall it. If it's faster, I can Aqua Jet. And if it's Jolteon, I just need to get the fuck out. So it's pretty obvious that he's going to go for the T-Bolt, so I just decided to go into Sawsbuck to take that T-Bolt. I'm like, you know what, this is fine. I do have the Nature Power on the Sawsbuck, so I can possibly OHKO it. I mean, I'm jolly, but that doesn't take that much off of my attack to the point where it wouldn't kill him, right? It'll at least do a sizable chunk. So that's a Life Orb T-Bolt. Looking close to a 2-hit KO with rocks, but, you know, doesn't really work out. And then I guess he just kind of forgets my typing, because I'm normal grass as opposed to just plain grass. He hits me with the Shadow Ball. Maybe unsure of his hidden power if he does have it, but Nature Power just doesn't take him out. I'm like, is this a bulky Jolteon too? And at this point, I'm like, you know what? With the Mew and the Arcanine and all that other shit, he's hacking. He's hacking. It's very obvious that he's hacking. So, I'm gonna go for the Horn Leech, you know, just to get some damage in. In comes Arcanine. I'm like, okay, I can probably take an E-Speed from this range because he's lefties and not anything else. Even if he's, you know, running a even if he's running like an Adamant Nature and, you know, he's running all the EVs, put EVs in all the things is what this guy does. I figure a Nature Power will take it down from this range, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna call the internet police because somebody done goofed. But the thing is I did take him out, and you know, I'm not really too concerned with it because Jolteon, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Jolteon, but it is pretty low, and he's got Life Orb, so it's like whatever. But in comes Heracross. Still not really too concerned with Heracross right now, especially since I just outsped it. So that tells me right off the bat he's not Scarf. That means my Azelf can play damage control immediately after this. So he goes for the close combat, gonna take me out because now he knows that I'm normal type, otherwise he probably would have gone for the Mega Horn, or, you know, close combat from that range definitely would have taken me out too. The other thing he does not tell me is that he's running Moxie Cross, which, you know, on top of illegal EVs, he's running an illegal ability, which is just a slap in the face and then a kick in the nuts. Well, I kick with my foot. That's better, because I kicked and punched. No. Okay. So, I bring in my Azelf because I know he's probably banded, or I just know he's not Scarfed, and that works out. So, I run Psyshock on this guy because, you know, Chansey and lower tiers and whatnot, and I don't want to be running into any specially defensive things that will otherwise wall this thing. Either way, you know, it'll take out Roserade just because it's super effective and all that, and it'll definitely take it out because it's preying on the lower of its two defenses. In comes Jolteon. I do not want to take a Shadow Ball, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out and decide to go into my my Bisharp, who I know, or Bisharp, I think it's a Bisharp. Anyways, he goes for the Wish, so I'm like, okay, you're running Life Orb, you're running Wish, and you have enough. It's stupid. Like, this set would only work on a hack Pokemon. Like, it's ridiculous. But he goes for the Shadow Ball for some stupid reason. I'm just like, you could have gone for the T-Bolt there. You could have passed it out. I thought he was going to pass it out, which is why I went for the Iron Head. I don't know what he was planning on doing, but I did take him out. So, anyway, he goes into Heracross. Now, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch because I do know I still have an Azelf. Sucker Punch, once again, does a disappointingly low amount. And he's just going to go ahead and close combat and take me out. Now, this isn't really a particularly good game. I don't know. It was one of the more interesting ones because of that happened from that weekend. Plus, me and NBZ both played the same guy, and I think he might upload his end pretty damn soon. So, as you can see, I'm just going to bring my A's up at this point, end the game, leaving me with a 2-0, 1-0, something like that. I won! That's what matters, I suppose. So anyways, I would say good game, but he pasted his stats immediately after NBZ's match and confirmed that one of his Pokemon was hacked with 252 and everything, and some weird IVs. But anyway, that's the game. If you guys enjoyed it in any way, you know, you're welcome to click a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Now, I got a question for you guys, because I do have a lot of games that are like, I don't know, like my comfort range between uploading games is like 20 to 35 turns, but I have some that fall like really short of that mark, like somewhere in the same ballpark as this. Now, do you guys mind if I upload like really short games, like 15 to 20 turns? I actually think I have one that's like 13 turns too. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with these games. I have a lot of them backed up. But it just so happens that like a third of them are below 20 turns, and it's like, I figured I'd ask you guys. If you like it, then great. You know, I can start using those as material. If not, then, you know, I can use the other 2/3, roughly, of what I have. So, let me know that as well. Tournament people, I have given you an extension until, Wednesday because, you know, Thanksgiving in the United States prevented a lot of people from battling that day. I understand that. I was not able to battle that day either, so. Kind of rambling. Got TCGO, should be in your sub boxes along with this thing. Gonna record Penumbra, the usual stuff, you know how it goes. I will see you guys tomorrow.